The Wizards made another trade.
The Celtics are banking on Peyton.
Tatum finally spoke on.
Walker Kessler was the worst case.
The Hornets have finally made it. The Hornets have finally made a trade using the exception from the LaMelo Ball and Miles Bridges trade. We've gone all in and traded for Dorian Finney-Smith and 3 second-round picks. Sorry I had to do that to you. It's not the superstar trade we were all looking for, but this may be the fleece of the offseason for the Hornets because Dorian Finney-Smith's second and third year on his contract are non-guaranteed, meaning the Hornets will only have to pay him $13 million for 1 season, which won't even go on the books because of the trade exception, and in return for taking on his salary, we get 3 second-round picks to add to the best war chest of draft picks in the entire NBA. 10 first-rounders, 20 second-rounders, 3 pick swaps. Once a superstar becomes disgruntled with their team, the Hornets can make that trade no matter who it is. We might have the brightest future in the entire NBA, and so what we're not win now? We weren't going to beat OKC, Philadelphia, the Spurs, or the Knicks anyway.
Yo, Zach, Celtics just traded Jaylen Brown for Paul George and 2 picks. I'm not joking.
Walker Kessler was the worst case scenario for the Lakers because you trade for Walker Kessler and have to give up multiple first round picks, all of your first round picks, in order to get Kessler, who costs a lot of money. So in this situation, you cannot use your first round picks to go trade for a wing like Peyton Watson, a high level wing. You use all of your cap space on Walker Kessler as well as all of your first round picks. All of your avenues to build the team talent wise is gone now. Yeah. Yes, you got Mamu. Yes, you got Quinn and Grimes, but those guys are not true starters on this team. You blew everything on Walker Kessler. The Jazz took you for everything, and it's the worst case scenario.
Yeah, Danny Ainge and the Jazz are extremely happy about this trade because Walker Kessler is very good at basketball. He's not that good where you have to give up and mortgage your entire future. He's not a top 10, top 20 type of basketball player. It's too much to give away, and now you're giving $475 million to Luka, AR, and Walker Kessler. That is just way too much money for those 3. Again, great basketball players, especially Luka, but not all that great. It's just too much that Rob Pelinka is giving up, especially when it comes to the first-round picks as well. To not have any wiggle room is going to absolutely mortgage the Lakers' future because we know they're going to need to trade for more players to surround Luka because Quentin Grimes and Mamu are great players. They are not starting players on a championship-level team, and now they don't have any flexibility in the future. Rob Pelinka just made a huge mistake.
Breaking news, Kyrie Irving has officially been traded to the San Antonio Spurs for De'Aaron Fox, a first-round pick, and 3 second-round picks.
But the shocking news of the day, the Boston Celtics have agreed to trade Jaylen Brown to the Philadelphia 76ers for Paul George, 2 first-round picks, 2 second-round picks. The Celtics originally was asking the Sixers to include BJ Exum in the trade. Boston asking price on Brown continued to fall over the past few weeks until they accepted a deal centered around Paul George and picks Jaylen Brown. Now, check this out. The NBA has now traded Paul George for Shai Gilgeous, Jaylen Brown, DeMonte Sabonis, Victor Oladipo, Denali Gallinari, 7 first-round picks, 4 pick swaps. Paul George has now become the most valuable player in NBA history. Joe, we had talked about this. We saw the writing on the wall that the Celtics was getting rid of Jaylen Brown, and we can go a little further depth. But when you heard this news, what was our first thing that went through your mind?
Man, you know what? As we've been talking about this lately, I'm like, with all these scenarios that's been coming out about Jaylen Brown getting traded, I didn't really understand why. And for him to get traded, it doesn't surprise me, Ocho. But to send him to Philly for Paul George, obviously Boston's trying to save some money to some degree. You know what I mean? Knowing and understanding that, Ocho, we're going to have to deal with the risk of trading him today. Right. And we understand that. But, hell, come next season, he's going to be looking to re-up and get him another contract. And if we're dealing with this now, we can't, we can't continue to do business like that. So while he's hot, while he's still probably at his highest value, let's see what we can get for him. And I think they got, I think it was a pretty even swap for real. If you just want me to keep it 100.
Highest even, Joe.
With Paul George and that injury history,
you get 2 first-round picks.
Yeah.
Listen. And what Boston is looking for, okay, I don't want people to have to riff-raff between who's 1A and 1B and all that. This clearly, listen, this clearly puts the pressure on Jason Tatum. Hell, without Jason Tatum, if Jaylen Brown can lead us to a 3 seed, if we put some competent pieces around JT, a 2 seed, and we put some competent pieces around JT, him knowing that he can lead us, I just think, man, they really didn't want to deal with Jaylen Brown stuff, bro. Considering all the things that he said, they took an opportunity to be able to get up off of him. What you hope is that Paul George can be a consistent, valuable vet. You got, when I say
when
consistent.
When was the last time that happened, Joe?
Hold on, Unc. We ain't asking him to score no 22 and 25 points a night. A very efficient 16 to 18 points a night is pretty good, man. They got a lot of pieces. Look, did y'all forget that they went and got Mitchell Robinson from the Knicks?
Andre Drummond, welcome to New York! So the New York Knicks found their replacement for Mitchell Robinson. Is it as good as Mitch? No. But good thing it's just a backup role. Andre Drummond is a solid backup center who can rebound very well. He can actually shoot the corner 3 a little bit, which is kind of fucking crazy. But for a backup, he's not that bad. Mitchell Robinson, I still don't forgive you on this nasty-ass fucking move you made going to the absolute rivals of New York. That's nasty work, bro. But I am happy that the Knicks did find their backup big. Everyone was saying Kevon Looney, low-key, a little bit too short for my liking. At least Andre Drummond is a real 7-footer who can actually rebound the ball. The defense is a little questionable, so we'll see. Anyways, bro, it could always be worse. And yo, LeBron, even though we win, get your fucking ass over here. Brunson, make the call and get the king in New York right now. I've been telling everybody, I personally DM'd the New York Knicks on Instagram and told them 2 days ago to go monitor LeBron. And now they're doing that. Brunson, make the fucking phone call. Let's get the king in the garden. And let's go back to back.
Jason Tatum finally spoke on Jaylen Brown getting traded from the Celtics with a quick little Instagram story post that I don't know if it's just me, but it sounds kinda cookie cutter. Jason Tatum posted, 9 years, forever grateful for all that we accomplished together, for pushing me to be a better player, from first round exits to winning a chip together. I'm thankful for it all. Nothing but love and respect for you as a player and as a person. Looking forward to see how you attack this next chapter of your career, and I wish nothing but the best for you. Continue to be special. Nothing particularly wrong with that quote, but it's just interesting after Jaylen Brown was on stream yesterday when he mentioned that some people have already reached out from the Celtics, some of the young guys, and there was no mention of Jason Tatum or anybody that was around his age actually reaching out to him and saying anything. Celtics fans are doing this, not me, but a lot of people are starting to post the Jason Tatum quote of Robert Williams when he got traded from the Celtics, and it just sounds completely different. It starts off with, "This one hurt. My brother right here. Toughest part about this business. Appreciate you for everything. 4L till we link up again. My dog. Nothing but love." Whilst this one sounded like a PR team wrote it. I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
We got some breaking news. DeAndre Ayton is going to be going to the Washington Wizards in exchange for Jaden Hardy and 2 second-round picks. And according to Shams Charania, the Lakers have a total of 3 second-round picks while also gaining a future swap. Now, with his time with the Washington Wizards, Hardy did average 12.6 points and also shooting about 42% from 3, while also getting 1.7 rebounds, 1.3 assists, and he's also a future, former, I should say, teammate of Luka Doncic. And do my eyes deceive me? Does that say team option, Rob? Now, I can understand the confusion as to why the Lakers will get another guard rather than a 4 or 3. Well, that's because, according to Mark Jacobs, this is clearly made with a bigger move in mind, so we'll see what Rob Pelinka has in store. Now, that move could be the Lakers looking for a backup big, according to Shams Charania. And a name that has been connections with the Los Angeles Lakers is Andre Drummond, who was a Laker a couple years ago. Now, I don't know how the Lakers are going to get somebody like Andre Drummond, seeing as how he's done taking pay cuts and also he doesn't want to take a minimum anymore. But thank God Lakers got rid of DeAndre. And yes, I understand he was our backup center because, Jackson Hayes went to Utah for a 2-year deal. But still, I'd rather have anybody else than DeAndre. And the amount of drama, the amounts of unreliability that this guy provides, I just don't care. I want him gone. But in my personal opinion, I'd rather have Mamu slide to the second unit, make him become the backup big, seeing as how he's not as good as a 4. He's more of a small ball 5 anyways. And that way the Lakers can focus on getting more wing depth. But of course, what do you guys think? Follow me for more Lakers news.
Bro, how do you trade Jaylen Brown, bro? Paul George, he's injured. Y'all gave us Mitchell Robinson. Yo, gave us Mitchell Robinson. We got injured players. Celtics, what are we doing? We're supposed to be rebuilding, not destroying our team. Fuck me. Why would we get rid of Jaylen Brown? He just carried us in the East.
The Celtics are banking on Peyton Pritchard making a Jalen Brunson type leap. The Celtics trading Jaylen Brown is a bet that Peyton Pritchard is their in-house version of New York Knicks guard Jalen Brunson, a diminutive player who didn't fully show his talents until Luka Doncic was out of the picture. Chris Broussard said it best. I ain't gotta say it. The Knicks won a championship. I guess everybody's Brunson now. Anybody who's not athletic and can score a little bit, they're Brunson now, yup. Analytical basketball has destroyed the Celtics. The fact that this is even a real headline by a real reporter is so disrespectful to Jalen Brunson. And you know what? I'm glad they're saying this bullshit because all these dumbass reports is motivating Jalen Brunson to go back to back. And unless LeBron goes to one of these Eastern Conference teams, there is a very good chance that the Knicks go back to back. In fact, they are still by far the favorites right now. The Heat lack shooting and depth. The Cavs employ a bunch of playoff chokers. We all know what the Celtics did. The 76ers just need some more depth, and they also have to worry about Joel Embiid's health, and the Raptors also have to worry about Kawhi's health. With the East still rebuilding right now and goofy-ass headlines like this, yeah, Jalen Brunson is going back to the finals. Jaylen Brown said the only people that have reached out to him since the trade were the young guys on the team. No mention of Jason Tatum. I'm sorry, but this is why I've never fucked with Tatum like that. Something is off about this man. So you're telling me you can performatively send dead people a text and show us this corny shit, but you can't send a text to your teammate of 10 years that you won a championship with. And yes, this means that Jason Tatum knew about the Jaylen Brown trade before it happened, and he approved of it. Because what sense would it make for Boston to make their biggest trade since the Kevin Garnett trade and not inform the guy that they clearly value way more than Brown? Jaylen Brown was also on a stream saying that Brad Stevens is getting a lot of hate right now, but he believes that there's more to it. The more to it could be that Jason Tatum wanted him off the team. And it's all starting to make sense to me. Jason Tatum is still salty about losing out on that finals MVP. Now he wants to prove that he can win MVP and finals MVP without Jaylen Brown, so he asked the Celtics to make the team worse. This man's ego allowed him to make his own team worse just so he can say next season, if he succeeds, that he didn't need Jaylen Brown. Holy shit, this Celtics hate watch next season is actually about to be generational.
The Wizards made another trade. The Wizards picked up DeAndre Ayton. Oh, they're building a team, bro. For Jaden Hardy and 2 Wizards second round picks. Fleece. Wow.
Yo, the Lakers just traded away DeAndre Ayton. It's probably because he doesn't fit the current mold of the new look Lakers. But the Lakers are trading DeAndre Ayton to the Washington Wizards for Jaden Hardy and 2 second round picks in 2031 and 2032, trading for 2 high schoolers. Lakers got freaking fleeced though. How could you trade away Dom and Ayton off your squad? This current Lakers team though, literally every single player on their team is white. Their starting 5 is 5 white guys. But I guess now for the Lakers, it's officially snow time over there in LA.